This street holds a secret. A house where children were sexually abused and raped by their own family.
They went to arrest.
The room where police say the abuse was broadcast by webcam to foreign paedophiles. Briton Timothy Ford directed that abuse from his home in the UK. A police raid in the Philippines last year sparked by what was found on Ford's computer. He was sent to prison for 8.5 years. 12 children, the youngest just 5, were taken into care. Some of the children are now back in the community.
This is the youngest.
Her parents are still in jail.
He's a British man who was sent to prison.
Ford planned to buy a house and open an internet cafe here for him and other paedophiles to use. But we've discovered that Ford is just one of thousands.
You can get easy money from the cybersex.
They call it cybersex. We travelled across the Philippines and found some neighbourhoods have been virtually taken over by it. The abuse of children online has become an industry driven by poverty.
Their families are engaged in cybersex business, and some other father and mother bring their children here to show and to get paid from this owner of this house.
This is Cordova in the south of the country. It's become notorious for this type of crime.
This is, in effect, the epicenter of the cybersex industry. It takes place in rooms, in houses around here, undercover. No one really talks about it. All they need is a laptop and a USB. One recent survey showed that 80 houses were involved here in the families selling their children for sex online.
This kind of webcam abuse has become rooted in the culture here, and local charities find it difficult to convince families of the harm it causes.
The customer, the client from the other part of the globe gives the instruction to touch this and touch that, kiss this and kiss that, and even send sex toys to these children so that they can use. So it's a myth that there is no touching, there is no actual contact. There is, and what's deplorable is that some of the parents or the relatives are the ones touching the children.
A couple of streets away, another home, raided and empty. A 2-year-old was rescued here, but it's something no one wants to talk about.
How can I know when their house is closed and I did not get inside their house and see what they're doing?
Here, this is where our children live.
Some children do escape the abuse, here at a shelter where they can start to recover.
They really feel small, they feel dirty about themselves.
Many are deeply traumatized. Some talk of seeing on the computer screen the foreigner who paid to watch. This is a new crime fueled by rising demand in the West and is a growing problem, especially in the Philippines.
In some of the poorest slum areas, whole communities have been taken over by this trade. Families force children to perform sex acts in front of webcams for foreigners who are prepared to pay. One recent case discovered by police involved a 3-month-old baby.
This trade is driven by poverty.
Cybersex.
Lani was 15 when she was forced by her own aunt to work in what she calls a cybersex den.
Yung dignidad mo, tsaka yung parang puri mo, ganun. Yung cybersex den, isa siyang masamang uri ng trabaho.
Operation Endeavour has been a success, but charities say the police need to do much more to protect the tens of thousands of children who remain at risk. Angus Crawford, BBC News in the Philippines.